All right, now, again, I know it's a good little review. All right, so let's just pick a couple. All right, let's look at number 12. All right. We're solving for W. So that means we have to move everything that doesn't have a W. All right. So I need to move the 2L first. So I'd like everybody to be able to say that's just what? P equals. And then, of course, we just. There you go. So W is equal to P minus 2L all over 2. That wasn't that bad, right, guys? No, there is no value because we don't have any numbers. All right. So just to review, V equals IR. If we solve for R, we just have to divide by what? Right. So everybody should be able to look at that and say, obviously, R is equal to V divided by I. Anybody have any questions with that? All right, let's see if there's something else. Number 20, if we're solving for C. All right, how do I eliminate A plus B? You just subtract it. Thank you. So P minus A minus B equals C.
Why do you have to be as well? Isn't it B plus A? Because that's like, what if B and A were both one? Then it'd be 2.
No. Stop messing me up. Look, let's just review real quick for a second. These are all attached with addition. This is plus A, it's a positive B and a positive C. I'm moving the A from this side over to this side. If I move something, I have to change the sign. Do you agree?
Yeah.
You understand it now?
No.
I'm not sure what the
Why do you subtract B?
well, what do you want? How do you want to eliminate the B? Okay, so you agree it's P minus A, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how do I eliminate a B?
Aren't you adding B to A?
No, you can't. They're different. You can't add A and B. A and B are different letters.
Oh, okay.
All right, so P minus A minus B equals C. Okay, everybody take a look at 22. This is a good one. I'm trying to get to T. So if I'm trying to get to T, I can eliminate the what? How do I eliminate the P? Divide it. So when everybody say A divided by P equals 1 plus RT. Now, how do I get rid of the 1? Subtract. All right. A over P minus 1 equals RT. Now I have to divide by R, but please look up now. Or I don't want to say divide by R like this, because then I have a fraction over a fraction. Is everybody with me on this? So what I want you to do now, I need you to everybody pay attention. I'm going to divide each one of those terms by R. So please watch. Divided by R, divided by R, divide by R. I divide each term by R. So T is equal to A over PR minus 1 over R. What?
How come I divided
Bless you.
the A over P by R? How can you put the R next to it?
Because division is in the denominator, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Right? Everybody's happy with that? All right, here we go. 24. Arc length is the what?
For the PR, would you multiply it or would you add it? Would you add
Is
these?
division addition or is it multiplication? No, you see what I'm saying, right? Yeah, that's important. All right, good question. All right, so S equals R times theta. So theta is equal to S over R. Theta is just a Greek letter. That's all. You're gonna spend lots of time with theta in the future. It's just like a letter. All right. All right, so I'm pretty happy with that. All right, now let's go down a little bit. And I'd like to do a couple absolute values just to make sure, just to remind us. All right, so anytime you have absolute value, you're gonna have how many solutions? Two. So everybody's gonna write 1/5 x plus 3 equals 2. 1/5 x plus 3 equals -2. 1/5 x equals -1, x equals -5. 1/5 x equals -5, x equals -25. Yeah, feels good. All right, feels good. It's just a process, just a process. Every absolute value, write 2. All right,
How, but for one, I got the negative one, I got no solution.
I can't, there's nothing I can do,
Oh, I forgot to multiply those.
right? What?
If one of the answers is positive and the other one's negative, how can the answer still be negative if the answer is like?
Remember what I told you. Absolute values cannot equal a negative. The solutions can be negative. The solutions can be negative. The absolute value cannot equal a negative. That's the difference. All right. So over here, what do I have to do first? Yes, divide by what? Right, so we're gonna get 4 minus 3x, absolute value equals what? 11. Right, so now you just write 4 minus 3x equals 11. 4 minus 3x equals -11. -3x equals 7, x equals -7/3. -3x equals -15, x is equal to 5.
Isn't it okay if like on the quiz, we put instead of on the left, instead of -7/3, we put 7 with a -3?
Yeah, I don't care. It doesn't matter where the negative is, right? All right, just as long as one of them is negative. But just traditionally, we don't put it in the bottom. Okay, so let's just do 40. All right, then I'll take a look at it. All right, so we have to do what, guys? Subtract 7 and then, yes, subtract 7 divided by 4. And because you guys are brilliant, we can say 39 minus 7 is 32 divided by 4 is, there you have it. So now we just write 6x minus 4 equals 8. 6x minus 4 equals -8. Does everybody agree with this? Now we add 4. And then add 4. So x equals, right, -2/3. Anybody have any issues with that? Anybody have any issues? Okay, now, again, guys, I want this thing finished. Is everybody with me? All right, so if you didn't get it finished, let me do this. I want to collect it tomorrow. Is everybody okay with that? All right, that'll give, if for some strange reason you didn't get them all done or you don't understand something, then you can get it fixed. Is everybody with me on that? All right, so I'll collect it tomorrow. I want it all done. All right, I want it all done. I'm gonna pass out a review tomorrow, and then you're going to review for Tuesday and Wednesday, and then have our quiz on Thursday. All right. And then by the end of the day, you'll be able to know your 9 weeks grade. What? You have to get on it. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll give you a couple days. I don't care. All right. I just want you working on it. You with me? I need you to understand it because it's on the quiz. What? Quick. What? Come on. It's a fraction. You do know fractions. You mean to tell me seriously, you can't add 5/8 plus 7/10? You find a common denominator. Yeah, you find a common denominator. Which would be 40. Come on. What? I have it as a quiz. All right. I don't want to make it a test because I don't want to. It's I just 75 points instead of 100, so it's not that. I don't usually give quizzes. What? When are you leaving? Yeah, so if you want, I can have it ready on Wednesday if you want to take it after school on Wednesday. You don't have to do that, but I'm just saying if you want, right, you can, because I don't think it's really that hard, right? But no, wait till Tuesday if you want. All right, now with that in mind, I should have paused this already. Go. So everybody should be able to look at this right here. Listen, guys, I know how great you are. This is what I'm expecting. Everybody should be able to look at that and just say n equals 30/7. I'm just asking you to look up on the board and see if you understand what I just did. Does 30 divide by 7? Does 30 divide by 7?
No.
Well, I mean, it doesn't go evenly. You're right, it does divide. You with me? No, we don't do decimals in here. All right, we always do fractions. We're always writing in fractions. Now, of course, just to make sure you're okay, when you're solving a proportion, it would be 7n equals 30. Does everybody agree now? All right, but that was, my 6th graders can do that. All right, so that's not a problem for you. All right, the problems are when we get down a little bit lower. All right, so if we look at this one, I'd want everybody to just say, for us, you can just say that k is equal to, yeah, guys, that's what I'm expecting out of you. That's what I want you to do. You always simplify a fraction. I'm never going to write 2/4. 2/4 is what? You have to, there's no option. All right, there's no option. We don't even see fractions that can reduce. We just automatically reduce them. All right, so here we go. Number 5. What did I say that was? N equals what? 30/7. Cross multiply and divide. And for those of you guys who are like, man, I have no idea what the guy's saying. He's crazy. 7 times n, 7n. 5 times 6, 30. I don't know what the problem is. That's all we're doing, cross multiplying. Multiply the two numbers together and divide by the other number. That's how you do it. So now on number 7, of course, now we can say b equals 90 divided by 3. And of course, we don't even write that. We just say 30. All right, we just say 30. That's perfect. Anybody have any issues? Anybody have any issues? All right, number 9, cross multiplying and dividing. P equals 25/4. It's easy. I told you, very easy. All right, here we go. Uh-oh. Now we got some problems. All right, now we got some problems. Now, because we are great at fractions, I'm going to show you something, all right, that you can do it, and then I want to show you a different method. So please, everybody look up on the board. If I were to cross multiply, then you can judge how you want to look at this. It would be 9 parentheses n plus 7 equals 28. Does everybody agree with that? And then I can I can distribute the 9. We get 9n plus 63 equals 28, right? And then I can subtract 9n equals negative 35. And so n equals negative 35 over 9. Does everybody agree with that?
So the point can be negative.
What?
These can be negative.
Oh, yeah. All right, now, here is how I'd want you guys to do it. All right, so I want everybody to look up here on the board and see if you're with me. What's the matter? N plus 7 equals 28 over 9. What did I do?
You divided side. No, you kept the variable.
Yes, so what did I do? Just simple explanation. What did I do to both?
You didn't cross multiply the n.
I just multiplied both sides by what?
Well, no.
7. I just multiplied both sides by 7. Did everybody see that? I just think that's kind of easy. Right? You don't have to look at it as a proportion. All right. Come on now, just watch, guys. Look up here on the board. If I multiply by 7, this 7 and this 7 cancels. And 4 times 7 is 28, right? And now to solve that, I'm going to subtract 7, correct? And when I subtract 7, 7 has how many ninths? Come on, give me how many? 63. And what's 28 minus 63?
35.
Now, how did I know it was negative 35 without doing any work? Yeah, it was already done for us. It was already done for us. Does everybody see that now? So you get to choose. All right, you get to choose.
Oh, it's negative 35.
All right. So over here, number 13, I really want you to just multiply both sides by what?
8. 3.
3.
Do you always multiply by?
No, I don't always do anything. I think before I do the problem. That's what I'm trying to teach you.
Do you normally multiply the bottom by the top of the other side?
No, just come on. I'm asking you a simple question here. Come on, kiddo. I'm trying to get a plus 1 by itself. Right? So I just multiplied both sides by 3. When I multiply both sides by 3, that's what? 24 over 10. But of course, we don't really write 24 over 10. We change that to what?
12 over 5.
So 12 over 5 equals a plus 1. And now I have to do what? Now what? Subtract 1. And 1 is how many fifths? So a equals, come on, guys, please tell me you can do the fractions, right? Come on, don't sit there with the calculator. And if you don't know, let me just show you how simple it is. Anybody have any questions with a equals 7/5? What?
So 1 is 5/5. Okay.
You see what I'm saying, right? One pizza.
Yeah.
Cut it in 5 slices. One whole pizza is 5/5.
It's 1 over 1.
It's 1 over 1. Exactly right. That's how you should be thinking about it. Anybody? All right, now 15 is really a bad problem. Why? No. 6 over 2 is what?
3.
Yeah, this can just be made 3. Right?
Oh, but it's going to multiply the 8. Yeah.
Right.
3 over 8.
So now when you cross multiply, you can say 3 parentheses m minus 4 equals what? 8. We just cross multiplied. For those of you guys who are still looking at it, staring, not sure what's going on. I multiplied those together, and then I multiplied that together. Now, instead of distributing the 3, I can just do what? Yeah, divide by 3. So m minus 4 equals what? And because we are masters of fractions, I can just do what? Add 4. And 4 is how many thirds? 12. So m is equal to 20 over 3.
So how was the
No. Think first and then ask me a question. It doesn't matter what you got because I'm perfect. I showed you at the beginning of the class, there's so many ways to do these problems. You have to decide how you like to do it. I personally enjoy looking at the problem saying, wow, I can just do all that in my head. I can do the whole thing. All right. That's what I want you to be able to do. I want you confident enough to say, okay, I can add fractions. That's not a big deal. All right. You should be able to look at this and do it. All right. And if you can't, let me show you. All right. Let me show you. Go. Did you get 20 over 3?
I did that one.
I'm asking you, did you never get 20 over 3? If you got 20 over 3, somebody already said, as long as you get the right answer, there's multiple ways of doing this correctly. Are you with me? I want you to look at the numbers, though. I'm trying to help you understand the numbers a little better. You with me on that? All right. So here we go. So can everybody look at this and say k minus 2 equals 21/8?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Right? That's really what I want. K minus 2 equals 21 over 8. I'm listening.
7, 21's on the bottom.
What?
8's above it.
What are you? Just write it down on paper. Write it on paper. Right? If you're having trouble, first write it on paper, then your brain will see it more clearly. Right? Yes, sir.
Why don't you multiply the 8 by 7?
Cross multiplying. Now, let me ask you this, guys. Is this a dumb question?
No.
Do you know why we're allowed to do that? Or is that just like, why would they do that? Like, why is that a thing to cross multiply?
People did it in a level.
No. Look right here. And again, look how simple this is. Now, see if this makes sense. Does everybody understand that 1/2 is the same as 5/10?
Yeah.
So they're like, wow, look how cool this is. If I cross multiply, what's that? And if I cross multiply this, what is that? They're always what? They're always equal. When you have two fractions, whenever you multiply the numerator and the denominator of opposing fractions, it always comes out to be an equal amount of numbers. Is everybody with me? No matter how hard you try, 2/3 is equal to, let's say, 6 over 9. Now, of course, we know those are equal, but if we didn't know they were equal, I would just say 2 times 9 is what? And 6 times 3 is what? That's why you're allowed to cross multiply and set them equal to each other. If they're equal, the cross products will be what? Equal, for that reason. All right, they figured that out a long time ago. Wow, equal fractions. You multiply the numerator and denominator, they're always equal. So now if I left this 2 out, we'd be smart enough to say, well, 9 times x has to equal 3 times 6. Is everybody happy with that explanation now? All right. So now back to this. If I add 2, 2 is how many eighths?
4.
2 is how many eighths? 16. So
No.
well, I'm asking you this. 21 eighths plus 2.
I know, so should do like the over and then multiply the one by eight. Yeah.
That's what we did.
2 times 8.
What is 2 in eighths? That's what the answer, that's what we said. We said 21 eighths.
Oh, okay, never mind, I see.
You see what I'm saying, right? I ask you how many eighths are in 2. There are 16. So altogether, my answer is what?
7/8.
Come on, let's go. I want you guys getting better. All right, here we go. 8 times 3/10 is what? 24 over 10 can reduce.
12.
Good job, guys. Come on, you don't need a calculator for this. 12/5. Now we are what? Subtracting 2. 2 is how many fifths? So x is equal to 2/5. All right, I'm feeling good about this. All right, is everybody good? All right, here we go. Now, this one now is a little bit different because there's variables on both sides. All right, so now it's just cross multiplying. All right, so we're going to say 4n equals 6n plus 30. Does everybody agree with that? Go ahead and do the distributive property. All right, these are a little bit more complicated. Does everybody agree with me? And so now I like to keep the variable positive. So 2n equals negative 30. So n was negative 15. Everybody's good?
Okay.
All right, I'll give you a second to do 23. Everybody do 23. See if you can do that one. And if you can do that, I don't think it gets any harder, actually. So when I cross multiply, I get what?
6,000
Beautiful. Moving things around. Everybody's agreeing? Now, don't do 90 divided by 4. Just tell me it's what?
45 over 2.
90 over 4 is the same as 45 over 2. Now, take a look at 25. Why is 25 bad? No. Because why? Yeah, 6/9 can reduce to what? Right. Whenever you can reduce a fraction, you should. It makes life easier. It makes the numbers easier. All right, now let's cross multiply. 3a equals what?
2a minus 40.
And so a is
Negative 20.
negative 20. Everybody's good? Which one? What happened? You having trouble with 90 divided by 4? What?
Why did you put 45? Oh,
Right?
yeah. I just didn't know.
That's all right. That's why you asked. Now you know. All right, here we go. Let's knock out 27. Anybody get that? Everybody's good? Anybody have any issues with that?
No.
All right, now I'm trying to get you to think ahead a little bit. Look before you start multiplying. 1/2. Yeah, it makes life so much easier if you would just say, okay, that's just 1/2.
7. Negative 15. Try to negative 2. It's 5 minus 35 is 11 is 35.
So you're saying I made a mistake? 5 times R is what? 5R, not 5. 7 times R plus 5 is 7R plus 35, right? That's good. What? I haven't told you the answer to 29 yet.
What if you like don't do the 1/2 thing?
You just have bigger numbers? If you want. I'm trying to make you what? Smarter. I want you smarter. This, I would never even write 5/10 down. My brain doesn't even look at that. It's just automatically 1/2. All right, so now when we cross multiply, we get
2x plus 20 equals.
why are you saying no solution?
2x plus 20 equal to x.
If x is negative 20.
I see. Too much.
Come on.
I mean, I'm not the right answer, but can you? Like, if you subtract 20 and then you have it x minus 20 and then you subtract x from 0.
It'd be negative x equals 20.
Yeah.
So x equals negative 20. True? All right, here we go. Let's have some more fun. Okay. 2b minus 16 equals 8b minus 72. 31.
B is 31.
Come on, you guys, using your calculators way too much. Who's having trouble with 8 times 9 or 2 times 8? What is the problem? Six B equals 56. So B would have to be, which is the same as, you are quick.
Is that? Yeah, that's my question. What's the 56? It was 5B.
I know, I'm sorry.
B6. The E says. So wait, what's B?
That's why I like X's. All right, 33, cross multiplying.
So 3x plus
Good. Good.
7x plus 13.
Beautiful.
Oh, yes.
Any issues?
No.
All right, 35. You finally get one right?
Yes, sir. I did. Yes.
Let's wait to problem 35 before we get one. Is that us? All right, yes, let's do this. I'll cut you a little bit of slack here. Let's do 22 to 40. That's what I want you to do. 22 to 40, how's that? Yeah, 22 to 40 evens. 22 to 40 evens. That's fair. I'm collecting everything tomorrow, guys. Have a great rest of your day. That was fun.